Alright, English class. Today we're going to be talking about theme. And take 10 seconds to copy down the I can statement from this page into the top page of your notebook. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, why are we talking about theme? Why do we need to know about theme? We need to understand what the author is trying to teach us with the story they wrote. When we start reading very advanced novels in top high schools, we will need to be able to understand the author's purpose. This is something that all top readers do, especially readers in top high schools. Now, what is theme? The theme is the moral or lesson of the story. It is something that is universal.
Whoa!
It applies to anyone, anywhere, anytime.
That's pretty crazy.
It's amazing. Let's see a quick example of this trailer for one of my favorite movies, one of Miss Holden's favorite movies, and one of Mr. Johnson, who is actually a football coach, his favorite movies too. And that movie is the classic film starring the one and only Denzel Washington, Remember the Titans. Wow, what an absolutely amazing trailer for one of the greatest films of all time, Remember the Titans. Now, Miss Holden, what do you think was the theme of that movie based on what you saw?
Well, okay, I'm trying to think about how the story changed as we watched the trailer. At the beginning, I saw characters fighting each other. They didn't want to play on a team together. And then by the end, they were best friends, they were hugging each other, and they were supporting each other just to make sure that they could win. They even said, we need to come together as a team to win. Now that seems like a really universal message about how friendship can change the way you feel about your team. When I think about that lesson, I feel like that can apply to me or you or anyone, not just to those characters in that story.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's very universal. I even think that in our classroom, our cohorts can come together as a team in order to be able to truly succeed in English class and be the one cohort with the most masteries up on our Prove It tracker.
Not only that, but if we want to be going beyond masteries and Prove It trackers to be the best cohort, we can move on to becoming top high schoolers.
Woo! Alright, now let's talk a little bit about the theme in another story. And that story is The Fox and the Crow. Take your finger and put it on the first line of the paper that you have with the fox and the crow on it.
A crow who had stolen a piece of cheese was flying to the top of a tall tree to enjoy her prize when a fox spotted her. If I am clever and handle this right, the fox thought, I will have that nice piece of cheese for my supper. So he sat himself under the tree and began to speak to the crow in the politest way he could. How well you are looking today, Mistress Crow, the fox began. Your wings are so shiny and black. Indeed, you look most noble, sitting there like that. I only wish I could hear you sing, for I have never heard your voice, and I'm sure it is as beautiful as the rest of you. The vain crow was so delighted to hear such flattery that she flapped her wings and bobbed her head up and down. She was especially thrilled that the fox called her voice beautiful, for she had often been told that her caw sounded rather raspy. Thinking to impress the fox with her wonderful voice, she opened her beak wide. "Ba-caw! Ba-caw!" she sang, and down fell the piece of cheese, right into the fox's open jaws. As he walked away licking his lips, he called up to the crow, "Remember that flatterers are never to be trusted. And that lesson is well worth the loss of your cheese."
Wow. So now that I've read that wonderful story, it's one of Aesop's fables, I need to think to myself, what is the main idea of this story? Now remember, the main idea is different from the theme, but we need to know what the main idea is in order to be able to figure out what the theme is. Now, I think that the theme of this story is that the fox tricked the crow into losing his cheese. That is the main idea. The main idea is that the fox tricked the crow into losing his cheese. Write that down in your Cornell notes. Write main idea on the left, and on the right side, write the fox tricked the crow into losing his cheese. Take 10 seconds to copy that down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now that I know the main idea, I can start to think about what the theme is. And the theme, I remember, is something that is the universal lesson. It's something that can apply to any situation, not just specifically the fox and the crow. Now, I think the theme is don't trust flatterers too quickly because they may be tricking you, just like the fox tricked the crow. Now, I'm going to write theme on the left-hand side of my Cornell notes, and on the right side, I'm going to write don't trust flatterers too quickly because they may be tricking you.
Miss Lieber, do you think that theme applies to us in our own lives?
You know, I think it might just apply to us. Just the other day, my little sister told me that I looked so beautiful. But you know what she was actually doing when she told me I looked beautiful? She was trying to get money from me so that she could go and buy some ice cream. So I knew, because I had read The Fox and the Crow, the lesson that I shouldn't trust her just because she was just trying to get money out of me. Now that doesn't mean any time someone is giving you a compliment that they're trying to trick you. But this is the lesson of this story. And now we're going to go on to some guided practice. Oh,